What's good, y'all? Welcome to an episode of Buzz Boys. I'm your host, Terry. Tonight, man, look, we saw the Hornets pull off what could be considered a miracle. Um, Beat the Raptors. Second game of a back-to-back. Just beat the Bulls last night. Snapped the Raptors' 9-game winning streak, the hottest team in the NBA. This means a lot. This win is super big. Like, it cannot even be understated how big this win is for this team. Momentum shift. And, I've just been saying, look, you get LaMelo, you get Brandon back, this team can start winning games. Got him back. That's what we're doing. Even with a more minutes restriction, to pull this game out, Miles Bridges, Colin Sexton willed us to the finish line. Con made a big ass three. It was a lot of things that had to go right for us to win this game, man. But we got it done. And the fact that we only had 9 turnovers tonight, so impressive, man. Considering what we averaged. I think we averaged like 17 a game. And we cleaned it up, man. We cleaned it up. We did what we need to do. We averaged 15 a game. I'm so proud of this team. At one point we were like 18 for 18 from the free throw line. We shot 29 free throws tonight to their 17. We were aggressive and we stuck to the game plan. And I think it was just that simple. Now, honestly, did we play our best game tonight? No. Even despite everything that went right, we still shot 25% from 3. Still got killed on the boards, which is rare for us because we usually are winning in the rebound category, like by a good margin. We out rebound teams. But you shoot 25% from 3. It's not anything nice, man. They shot 31, which is still good, that we held them to that. But us shooting 25% from 3, we have 39 rebounds. They have 52. It's like everything was such a big disparity. We had way more free throws than them, but we're shooting 25% from 3. They have way more turnovers than us, but they have way more rebounds than us. Like, it was just, but we did what we need to do to win this game, man. Like I said, Miles Bridges, 35 points. Pretty much did all the scoring in overtime for us. 10 points in OT. We had 14 in OT. Like, he willed us to this win. And even in his post-game interview, he still was humble. He still, was like, yo, shout out to Khan. He saved us because I missed the free throws. Because he did miss a free throw in regulation towards the end, and he missed a free throw in OT. And he took accountability for that, even though despite he pretty much won the game for us and still had 35. It's just the accountability you want to see that shows, he's a leader. I know people say what they want to say about Miles, and he's missed a couple shots late. People, why is he taking these shots? Miles is the clutchest on the team. If you've been watching his team for years, Miles is the only person that's really hit buzzer beaters for us. Brandon had that tip back versus the Pistons, but I can't. Just please correct me in the comments, but I cannot think of a LaMelo game winning shot. It could just be slipping my mind. I remember he got a big stop versus the Pacers and locked up Tyrese Halliburton. I think he did hit an important shot right before that. I remember he locked up Tyrese Halliburton at the end of the game, but I cannot think of like a LaMelo game winner, like buzzer beater. Like, I can't think. Miles has hit a couple. But yeah, Khan, 20 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, did everything he could to get us to win tonight. And Khan had so many plays that they don't show up on the stat sheet. Just being in the right place to be a help defender and making the person have to, spin around on their pivot and try to swing the ball to the other side. Small stuff where it's like, if you're not watching the game, you're not seeing the impact. You have to know the game of basketball to see what Khan brings. I mean, obviously, you can still stat watch and see what he brings, but I'm talking about actually being involved in the game as a viewer. What Khan does, man, as a rookie is sensational. Just always seems to be in the right spot. You know, is he the best defender in the world? No, but he's fundamentally sound. And he plays hard as hell, and with that, you're gonna end up stringing together, some good defensive possessions. And I mean, the shot that he made was so big. Shout out to Khan, man. Rookie doing his thing. Rookie of the year by far, in my opinion. And I would love for us to start winning these games because it's like it's gonna be solidified as for him as rookie of the year. The only reason why I would say like it's even a conversation right now. Well, Khan has been. I mean, Cooper has been picking it up with AD out, but if there's a big record, disparity, they could try to give it to Cooper Flag, which they want to do anyway. But I think Khan, man, I mean, best shooting rookie of all time right now, stat wise. So he got to get it. Period. Colin Sexton, he stepped up, man. Whenever we needed a bucket, he got us one. That step back three over Scotty Barnes at that, and I mean that whole possession, the Raptors were steady switching, which delayed us getting into our set. And I mean, you got to kind of pick your poison, especially as Colin Sexton. I think Colin Sexton is what 6'2", 6'3". I mean, you got Brandon Ingram, tall, lanky ass, switch out on you. Then you get Scotty Barnes, which is an even better defender and bigger. So for him to make that three over him, I think that made it a 2-point game. I mean, the momentum push at that point, I mean, it was it was ours, but he made a lot of big plays, man. Colin, he plays so damn hard. I love him. I've been wanting him to be on this team for a long time. Colin Sexton really is one of my favorite players in the NBA, just off of his spark and intensity alone. Literally. I mean, I feel like he is the definition of Hornets DNA. I'm glad to see him getting these bigger minutes. I'm glad to see him playing in these fourth quarters. I feel like we lost a couple of games just off the fact that he was not getting playing time. It was stupid. It was stupid. But yeah, shout out to him, man. I mean, 3 steals and a block. I mean, like I said, plus 23 plus minus says enough. But like I said, man, the fire that he brings, it is monumental to this team, man. It means so much, bro. We needed all that from him, man. Musa, 30 minutes, 7 points, 9 rebounds, steal, plus 19 plus minus. I love Musa. He's always super active on the boards, offensively, defensively. Was there a couple times tonight where the defense, put him in a difficult position? Yes. The Raptors. I can't think of bro's name, but he played good versus us both times. This man's name is so fucking long. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Sandro Mamu Kalashevli. I don't fucking know. But he, was stretching our defense, man. And there was a couple times where this Musa just couldn't get out there. Like, yeah. But, man, Musa plays so damn hard. Fighting on the boards, undersized, still, just working hard. Love Musa, man. Love what he brings. He's just a workhorse. He's hard over height. I mean, bro is literally how tall is Musa? 6'8", 6'9"? This says 6'10". I don't think he's 6'10". I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, undersized, fights, plays so hard. And I mean, he had a tough matchup tonight dealing with Jakob Poeltl, Scotty Barnes. I mean, he got switched out on the Brandon Ingram plenty of times and held his own, especially in the fourth quarter and overtime. I mean, Brandon Ingram went 0 for 8 in overtime and fourth quarter combined, and a couple of those were with Musa out there switched on to him, man. He made Brandon Ingram settle for those tough mid-range shots that he missed, man. So I got to give a big shout out to Musa for sure, because he definitely forced Brandon. And Brandon even willingly was taking some of those shots. Even earlier in the game, he was just making them. But if you could make a player take a bad shot, it doesn't matter if they're capable of making it or not. If you can make, as a defender, if you can make the offensive player take the hardest shot possible, you did your job as a defender. If he makes it, great offense. That's what you're in the NBA for, and you live with that shit. But if you can take an all NBA All-Star type player and force him into contested fadeaway mid-range jump shots, you did your job as a defender. So shout out to Musa. I got to say shout out to Sion because he was out there guarding him too. And they both made BI take some hard shots. Yeah, moving on. Ryan Kalkbrenner, 8.6 rebounds. Did he bring something for us? Yes, I know he had a nice little lob from LaMelo. I was a little disappointed, honestly, this game watching Ryan Kalkbrenner, because I felt like he was a big reason that we were not able to close these possessions out. I mean, the Raptors seem to get 3-4 chances damn near every possession because we could not clear a board. And I'm sorry, Ryan was the reason, man. When he's out there, part of it is that he's slower, but part of it is that he ball watches. Like, he might not box out, he just looking at the ball. His man grabbed the shit. Bro, what are you doing? Even if he does box out, he won't try to move to grab the ball. He just standing there. Bro, you're the 7-1 center. At a certain point in time, you got to get the fucking ball. And it was a couple times tonight where like he would like just tap it. He was just tapping it. He couldn't get both hands on. Bro, grab the fucking ball. Like, his rebounding leaves a lot to be desired, and I already kind of knew that. I knew that when we drafted him. I knew that in summer league, and I knew that now. Does he still gonna have games where he gives you a double-double? Yes. But it's just times where you just see, like, bro, his rebounding leaves a lot to be desired. But, I mean, he still showed up and gave us something. So, still shout out to him. But, I need a little bit more on those boards for sure. Because, I mean, look, how many offensive rebounds did the Raptors have? The Raptors had 17 offensive rebounds. I mean, damn. They had 52 rebounds in total. 17 offensive. We had 39 rebounds, 12 offensive. And that's Musa. I'm knowing. Musa, 4 offensive rebounds. But anyways, is what it is. LaMelo, it's already come out. Charles already said it in the post game right before I started this video. That, and sometimes why I wait just so I can get post game stuff, because I know I'm gonna want to include little tad bits. LaMelo pretty much minutes restriction is what made him only play 3 minutes in the fourth and none in overtime. 22 minutes. He said it was a minutes restriction because of the back to back. So I think his normal minutes restriction going forward is around 28 minutes. I think he played 29 against the Bulls last night. I know his minutes restriction was 27. Now I think it's up a little bit. Yeah, he played 29 versus the Bulls last night. So I think, his normal game minutes restriction is going to be around 29 now. Because I know he said, LaMelo said they talk about it every week. So I'm guessing every week he's just ramping up a little bit. So it went from 27 to 29. It went from 27 minutes and no back-to-backs to 29 minutes. And now you get 22 minutes on a back-to-back. And do I hate that he only played 22 minutes? Yeah. And am I glad that he played it all? Hell yeah. Him, same goes for Brandon, even though Brandon, I'm going to get to him. But, I still am happy that those guys played it all, considering, I honestly did not think at all that they were going to play today, and they both did. So I'm happy. If 22 minutes is what it is, we just got to take that. My whole thing with the minutes restriction is if you already know the number going into the game, can we structure it better? Can we have these minutes to where he's available for the last 3 minutes of a game? If the game goes to overtime, hey, it is what it is. I can live with that. But closing these games out, LaMelo's on the bench. I mean, LaMelo was on the bench, way before it got to clutch time. Now, I know he had 4 fouls, but I don't know. I don't think he was playing bad enough to be benched we saw what Brandon was out there doing today. But anyways, moving on to Sion. Defensively, he did hold his own tonight. Definitely was a pest. Had, big offensive rebound and lay at the end of the game. Even had a big defensive rebound at the end of the game in OT. You know, Offensively, does he leave a lot to be desired? Yes. Yes. I mean, he gets so many open, clean looks, and we have to make them. 1 for 5 from the field, 0 for 3 from 3. You play 30 minutes, man. You gotta give me more. Gotta give me more offensively. But at the end of the day, his only 2 points were, a very important 2 points. And like I said earlier, when I was talking about him and Musa, they did a good job guarding Brandon Ingram. Did their thing out there, switching out onto him. So, hey, got to show some love to Sion, and a plus 13 plus minus in a game that we won by 7 points says a lot. Colin Sexton plus 23, Musa plus 19 says a lot. Moving on to Brandon Miller, 25 minutes. He did play in OT. I got to salute him for these reasons here. 1, he didn't even have to play tonight. The fact that he played tonight, I love that. 2, he came down in the second quarter. He tried to block somebody's dunk. He came down like he planted his hand and came down on that shoulder. And he came out the game immediately. He went into the tunnel. He was in the tunnel. He stretched his arm for like 30 seconds to a minute, and he went right back to the bench. And I mean, he came back in the game in the fourth. He played a little bit in the fourth. No, he played 8 minutes in the fourth. Jeez. He played in the fourth. Thought he was going to be out, possibly, but he came in and played, and even checked into OT. Now, with all that being said about his toughness, all of that, I love it. Brother, 7% from the field might be the worst shooting percentage I have ever seen. Ever. I'm not even gonna lie, yo. 7% from the field is actually insane. That's actually criminal. 7 points on 7% shooting is insane. That shit is crazy, bro. That shit is actually crazy. 0 for 6 from 3 is wicked. Yo, 7% is criminal, bro. That joint is actually insane. Yo, props to him for going 5 for 5 from the free throw line. And hold on. And pressing the issue when his shot wasn't falling. I just gotta talk through the laugh, bro. I gotta talk through the laugh, yo. I really do love to laugh. I'll get stuck in a laugh, bro. Oh man, bro. But he got to the free throw line, he fought through it, and he fought through the shoulder pain, and even though he didn't have the best percentages, he was out there trying to help the team win. So I got to show love, bro. But yo, we gotta do better, dog. That joint is actually insane. Whew, Lord have mercy. Moving on to Liam McNeely. He gave us something tonight, and I salute him for that. Because we needed it, man. In a close game like this, that 7 points is the difference. We won by 7. I mean, he had, 3. He had nice lay at the end of the game. Well, fourth quarter. You know what I mean? Tough little lay on Scotty Barnes. I mean, I got to give it to him. And tonight, I can say he probably should have played more than 13 minutes. But, I'm just happy to see him give us a little bit of something. Do I think he's probably going to end up in Greensboro at some point this season? Yeah, especially once Grant gets back. I do think he probably will end up in Greensboro at some point. But, hey, just glad to see him contribute to a win. Makes me happy. Moving on to Trey fucking man. I think, to say, this season has been a roller coaster for him, and to say it's been underwhelming, is an understatement. 36% from the field on the year, 30% from three on the year. Says enough right there. I mean, it's just been inefficiency and, struggling to impact games, man, in positive ways. I mean, he's one of those guys where, because of his size, and honestly, I think last year his defense for us, and even like when we first traded for him, his defense for his size was great. His defense is not as good as it used to be. And I mean, it's like, bro, if you're not giving us points offensively, you just can't be on the floor for us just because of your stature. Um, so, Trey, we need it, man. We need you to step up. We need you to help this team. Um, we just need more, man. Please. Like, I like Trey. I like his game, but we need the ball to go in the basket. Like, our bench has been kind of our Achilles heel all year because you don't know who's gonna do it. Um, Besides Colin, when he's not starting, you already know what he's gonna give you between 15 to 18 off the bench. It's what he's gonna do. We already know that. But it's these other guys come off the bench. You don't know what you're gonna get from them on any given night, and it's like if the starters struggle, or 2 out of 5 starters struggle, we're gonna have a hard time winning a game because the bench, you don't know what they're gonna give you. But anyways, I'm gonna wrap this up because I'm past 20 minutes on this video. Um, Shout out to the Hornets, man. Back to back important wins. We got the Brooklyn Nets coming up December 1st. We got to whoop their ass. It's very important to just keep this momentum, take it into New York, and beat Brooklyn. And then from there, you go and play the Knicks, trying to get a 4-game win streak. And I mean, it's possible because we had a chance the other night versus them. So at the end of the day, we got to go out and make the most of our opportunities. The December schedule is I mean, it's not too flattering, but we go out and we played, against the Knicks better than we did the first time around. Um, make them work for it, and you just never know what can happen, man. Like this league, look at the Raptors. You're going on a 9-game win streak. I mean, anything can happen. Look at the Pistons, 13-game win streak. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. You start playing team basketball, playing for each other, and winning these games. And like I said, we're still not playing our best basketball because we shot 25% tonight. We shot like 30% against the Bulls. We shot 33% last night against the Bulls. The Bulls shot 22%. So the Bulls played worse than us offensively. We held the Raptors to 31% tonight. I mean, so the defense is ticking up. We're making these teams have to work, and that's good. But we can't keep continuing to shoot 35% from three, 31% from three, 33% from three. We need to be shooting pretty close to 40% every night if we want a chance. So we're going to have to step up, have some efficient games. But anyways, I digress. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Once again, thank you guys for 1,500 subscribers. I'm doing a t-shirt giveaway. The link to enter the giveaway is going to be in the description of this video. It's completely free. I'm giving away 10 shirts. I'm going to mail them to you guys. You don't have to worry about anything. It's not going to be any shipping fees, anything. Just enter. If you win, shirt's completely free. So yeah, go ahead. Keep your eyes peeled for that link. Enter. It's a Google form. I was going to do the drawing tomorrow, but I'm going to extend it. I'm going to extend it because I haven't really been promoting it that hard. So I'm going to extend it maybe till next Sunday. Just give it another week and let it run. Anyways, I'll catch y'all on the next one. Panthers play tomorrow, so probably a Panthers video. And I'll see y'all soon. Peace.